यो आ, आज का लाइव दोस्तों, आज का लाइव पे हम बात करेंगे एक ऐसे इंसान के बारे में जो, क्या कहूं, स्टैट्स को देखें, यानी कि अगर हम आंकड़ों को देखें तो ही इज statistically India's greatest match winner with the ball. He's taken 507 test wickets. He's got 35 5 wicket haul in the 5 day game. और परसों के दिन धर्मशाला ग्राउंड में ये व्यक्ति अपना 100th टेस्ट मैच खेलेंगे। हम बात कर रहे हैं, यू नो इट, रविचंद्रन अश्विन के बारे में। 99 टेस्ट मैच खेल चुके हैं अब तक, 507 टेस्ट विकेट ले चुके हैं। आंकड़ों के लेकर हम बात करेंगे। 507 विकेट्स, द एवरेज इज अंडर 24, 23.91। अगर हम टेस्ट क्रिकेट के इतिहास को देखें, उन बॉलर्स को बहुत 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 ज्यादा माना जाता है, उन पे वेटेज बहुत बहुत ज्यादा दिया जाता है जिनका टेस्ट बॉलिंग एवरेज 25 से कम हो। आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द वंस हु क्वालिफाई एज ट्रू ऑल टाइम ग्रेट्स statistically, or the ones whose average are 25 26। अब ऐसा नहीं है कि अनिल कुंबले एक ग्रेट नहीं है। अनिल कुंबले is India's, to my mind, more than the stats, is probably India's greatest match winner, not just because of 619 test wickets, my friends, but because of the kinds of teams he played against, the level of batting back there. Not so many friendly wickets that Anil Kumble played on. लेकिन हम यहाँ बात कर रहे हैं एक ऐसे इंसान का जिनका average strike rate economy is far better than Anil Kumble. Where does that put the two? I'm not always one for comparisons, but the greatest bowler that I've seen, the greatest match winner, and of course I'm looking at this through obvious rose-tinted glasses when I mention Anil Kumble. The stats show that Ashwin has actually done far, far more at home. And of course, stats never do reveal the true story. They do tell almost the true story. But आज का शो इसीलिए मैं कर रहा हूं क्योंकि आई एम अ ह्यूज फैन ऑफ रविचंद्रन अश्विन। आई सेड दिस बहुत बहुत बार। कहीं ना कहीं इनके साथ नाइंसाफी हुआ है ऑन द इंडियन टीम मैनेजमेंट स्पॉट, एंड आई विल गेट टू दैट व्हाई, एज वेल एज द फैंस को लेकर मैं क्यों बात कर रहा हूं, क्योंकि आई नो आजकल के सोशल मीडिया टाइम पे फैंस ज्यादा मेरे लिए मायने नहीं रखते हैं। बट ये सवाल आता है बहुत बार इस चैनल पर, सोशल मीडिया, मेरे स्ट्रीम्स पर, और कुछ लोग जो मुझे टैग नहीं करते लेकिन मैं देखता हूं, जाने माने मीडिया वाले, ये अक्सर कॉमन फैन से बहस करते हैं कि अश्विन क्या overrated hai, kya undervalued hai? Where do you, please share your views, where do you all, because I know how important you all are when it comes to talking about, about cricket. आप सही हैं, आप गलत है, मैं सही हूं, मैं गलत है, ये आज हम उसको एक तरफ रखते हैं। क्यों अश्विन को लेकर अक्सर ये हम बहस करते हैं कि भाई वो सिर्फ इंडिया में चलते हैं, वो सिर्फ एक किस्म के ट्रैक पे चलते हैं, क्यों जब बाहर जाती इंडियन टीम तो अश्विन एक ऑटोमेटिक सिलेक्शन नहीं है, क्यों इंग्लैंड में लगातार 6 टेस्ट मैच हो चुके हैं इंग्लैंड के अंदर, जहां टीम मैनेजमेंट पहले रवि शास्त्री, विराट कोहली, उसके बाद रोहित शर्मा, राहुल द्रविड़ इस महान व्यक्ति को बाहर कर चुके हैं। नेथन लायन, who got to 500 wickets a little before Ashwin, who's played 100 and I think 27 odd test matches and has 527 टेस्ट विकेट्स, क्यों उनका और अश्विन का कंपैरिजन होता है, इस सब को लेकर दोस्तों हम बात करेंगे। लेकिन मैं आपसे आज ये जानना चाहता हूं, मैं तो अपनी बात बोलूंगा ही, but I want to hear from you. Where does Ashwin rank? He's going to become just the 14th player to get to, Indian player to 100 test matches. Of course, the home record is exceedingly different from the overseas record. Not the first Indian bowler who has a much better home record than an overseas record. He's an all-rounder. He's got 5 test 100s. हाँ, उस आखिरी पांचवा 100 को लेकर कई समय हो चुका है, but he's got a couple 50s and a couple handy 20s and 30s in his last 8 9 test matches. Someone who perhaps revived, not to the sense that Shane Warne revived the art of leg spin, but someone like Ashwin, who India was searching for an off spinner as Harbhajan Singh started to fade away. Here came a man whose action was not in doubt. He reinvented himself. He added deliveries, the carom ball, a lot of variations. हाँ, कई बार इन वेरिएशंस के खोज में अश्विन के जो एक 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 स्किल है वो कहीं ना कहीं कम हुआ, बट इज ऑलवेज बाउंस बैक। इसी इंडिया इंग्लैंड सीरीज के बीच बहुत लोगों ने यहाँ कहा था कि ही इज फिनिश्ड, ही इज मोर इनटू यूट्यूब, ही ओनली वर्क्स ऑन रैंक टर्नर्स, and Ashwin bounced back. Let's not forget he took 6 wickets in the Hyderabad Test match. Yes, he was under par for the second and third Test matches, but he also missed a day of the third Test match due to a family emergency. Look at how he bounced back in that fourth Test match. Getting those 5 wickets to put India on course for a famous not just टेस्ट मैच विन बट सीरीज लेवलिंग टेस्ट मैच तो बहुत सारे बातें हैं अश्विन को लेकर आई बिलीव द इंडियन टीम हैज नॉट डन जस्टिस बाय हिम by keeping him out of so many overseas test matches by not able to read conditions like I said 6 consecutive test matches in England where the team combination past and present felt that Ashwin was not under bowled and I go back to that sixth test match in England, which happened to be the WTC final last year, जो ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ eventual winners ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ ओवल टेस्ट मैच के बारे में बात कर रहा हूं जहां पे इंडिया ने ऊपर देख के नीचे देखकर ये डिसीजन लिया ये फैसला लिया कि अश्विन इस मैच में नहीं चलेंगे ये कंडीशंस उनके लिए सूट नहीं करते अश्विन को बाहर किया वही ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम जो पिछले 3 साल में T20 वर्ल्ड कप जीत चुकी है वनडे वर्ल्ड कप जीत चुकी है और WTC जीत चुकी है उन्होंने क्या नेथन लायन को देखकर ये कहा कि भाई ये नहीं चलेंगे नहीं उन्होंने लायन को खिलाया और लायन ने इंपॉर्टेंट 4 विकेट लिए टू हेल्प ऑस्ट्रेलिया बीट इंडिया स्मैश इंडिया टू विन द WTC फाइनल तो पॉइंट है मेरा मैं बहुत क्रिटिकल हो रहा हूं यहां पर कहीं ना कहीं आपको कंडीशंस को छोड़कर बंदे का एक्सपीरियंस उनका लेवल ऑफ स्किल और एप्लीकेशन बहुत को देखना चाहिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है जो गलती इंडियन टीम ने यानी कि राहुल द्रविड़ और रोहित शर्मा ने करी WTC फाइनल ओवल पे वो गलती पैट कमिंस और एंड्रू मैकडोनाल्ड ने नहीं किया था लायन के साथ दे डिडंट थिंक दिस ट्रैक इज नॉट गोइंग टू aid the spinner they played Lyon and Nathan Lyon ended up being a WTC champion, which Ashwin unfortunately did not even get the chance to be because India did not even play him. So keep sharing your views. I've brought some stats for you. क्यों अश्विन और कुंबले को हम एक साथ तोलते हैं because they are the only Indian spinners with over 500 wickets. Let's look at the home record. Ashwin, of his 99 test matches, only 40 have come outside of home. Ashwin has played 59 test matches in India between 2011 when he made his debut at the Firozshah Kotla and was man of the match. He's taken 354 wickets of his overall 507 at home. The average is 21.33. Like I mentioned, the greats, the greats are the ones who people consider whose average is under 25, 26. 21.33 Ashwin ki bowling average ghar pe. Economy, not a big deal at test match, but still economy 2.74 and strike rate. Another very, very vital aspect, दोस्तों, जब हम टेस्ट क्रिकेट बॉलिंग के बारे में बात करते तो हम एवरेज के साथ स्ट्राइक रेट को देखते हैं अश्विन का स्ट्राइक रेट घर पर 46.6 यानी कि every 47 balls every 8 overs at home across 13 years Ashwin is taking a wicket he's got 27 5-wicket hauls in India and 6 10-wicket hauls in India अब देखते हैं हम महान पूर्व कप्तान अनिल कुंबले को अनिल कुंबले played 63 test matches at home 350 wickets. So that's just 4 wickets less in 4 test matches. Ashwin, 59 home test matches, and he got 354 wickets. Anil Kumble, 63 home test matches and 350 test wickets. The average, 24.88. Again, under that 25 mark. The strike rate, 59.4. Yahan farak hai. There's about a 13 point difference between the strike rates. But like we've discussed, Anil Kumble perhaps did not get the benefit of playing on so many spin-friendly tracks. लेकिन जब मैं स्पिन फ्रेंडली ट्रैक्स कहता हूं मैं यहां पे अश्विन के विकेट्स को अश्विन की कामयाबी को अश्विन के रिकॉर्ड्स को डीवैल्यू नहीं कर रहा हूं एक गलत फहमी बहुत लोग पालते हैं कि अश्विन ओनली वर्क्स ऑन स्लो ट्रैक्स ऑन अंडरकुक ट्रैक्स ये ऐसा कुछ नहीं है दोस्तों यदि ऐसा होता तो 2011 से लेकर 2019 तक अश्विन के इतने सारे विकेट्स कहां पे आए 2011 से लेकर 2019 तक and I'll tell you why I'm putting emphasis on 2019 यानी कि उन 8-9 साल में अश्विन ने केवल 2 बार घर पे अंडर कुक्ड ट्रैक्स पे खेला है 2015 Nagpur test match which the ICC stamped with a poor rating on that wicket where Ravindra Jadeja in his comeback test against South Africa took more wickets and was man of the match. That was the first instance of Ashwin playing on a square rank turner in India 2015 और फिर 2017 पुणे टेस्ट मैच में the first match of that एब्सोल्युटली आउटस्टैंडिंग एंगेजिंग टेस्ट सीरीज जहां पे स्टीव ओकीफ और नेथन लायन ने इंडिया की हालत खराब करी. दैट वाज द सेकंड टाइम दैट अश्विन प्लेड between 11 and 19 on a undercooked rank turner. Uske aage piche he played on some flat tracks, he played on some spin friendly tracks, but a majority of these wickets were played on sporting wickets where Ashwin had to really use his craft. और यहाँ पर सर आंखों पर अश्विन को और जडेजा को इन कंडीशंस में आकर विदेशी टीम के लिए जीतना बहुत बहुत मुश्किल है ना. It's almost impossible. In fact, मतलब ना के बराबर है. It takes a certain skill where to land the ball, where to pitch the ball, and in these conditions, I'm talking about somewhat spin friendly conditions जहाँ पे तीसरे और खासकर चौथे दिन पर बैटिंग करना मुश्किल है. Not bad wickets, but spin friendly wickets. Ashwin has had a massive role to play. और यहाँ पे श्रेय जाता है रविंद्र जडेजा को. उन्होंने जो अब तक पता नहीं 280 290 जो भी है इनका टेस्ट विकेट majority have come playing with Ashwin, and it disproves the greatest spin bowling combination. यानी कि दो इंसान मेरे हिसाब से वो है अश्विन और जडेजा. Okay, now let's look at the comparison between Nathan Lyon. बहुत बार मुझसे यहाँ पूछा गया था as well as on my social media handles कि मैं अश्विन और लायन में से कौन कौन से स्पिनर को ज्यादा अहम मानता हूं. इट्स अ गुड क्वेश्चन. आंकड़े बताते हैं कि नेथन लायन ने अश्विन से 29 टेस्ट मैच ज्यादा खेले. 128 टेस्ट मैचेस एज कंपेयर टू 99 टेस्ट मैचेस. दैट इज अ डिफरेंस दोस्तों ऑफ 29 टेस्ट मैचेस. एंड इन दोस 29 टेस्ट मैचेस द डिफरेंस फासला केवल 20 विकेट का है. 99 टेस्ट मैचेस, 507 टेस्ट विकेट्स to the great Ravichandran Ashwin, 128 test matches and 527 wickets to the great Nathan Lyon. Overall, Ashwin's bowling average in test matches overall is 23.91. Nathan Lyon's bowling average is 30. So there's a big difference. Nathan Lyon's strike rate is 62, Ashwin's is 51.3. तो आंकड़े बताते हैं कि नंबर्स औसत स्ट्राइक रेट अश्विन के बेहतर है. लेकिन कहां मैं नेथन लायन को थोड़ा ज्यादा मानता हूं is his ability to do well across countries. Yes, Ashwin has struggled in Australia. He struggled in England. Nathan Lyon has not struggled as much as Ashwin has in overseas conditions. And he's also got a far better record in India. यानी कि नेथन लायन का इंडिया के अंदर बॉलिंग रिकॉर्ड बहुत अच्छा है as compared to Ashwin का रिकॉर्ड ऑस्ट्रेलिया में. Just for the sake of comparison, for the sake of debate, here I'm going to read out Nathan Lyon's stats in different countries. In Australia, Nathan Lyon has taken 259 wickets at an average of 30.88. Let's compare it now to Ashwin's home record. Okay, Ashwin's home record is, like I said, 354 wickets at an average of 21.33. In Bangladesh, Nathan Lyon has played 2 test matches. He's taken 22 wickets at 14.31. In Bangladesh, Ashwin has taken 12 wickets from 3 test matches at a much higher average of 28.41. In England, Nathan Lyon has played 16 test matches, 59 wickets at an average of 29.66. In England, Ashwin has played just 7 test matches, केवल 7 टेस्ट मैचेस, जहां पे उन्होंने 18 विकेट लिए हैं 28 की औसत से. इंडिया के अंदर नेथन लायन ने 11 टेस्ट मैच में 56 विकेट लिए हैं 27 की औसत से. ऑस्ट्रेलिया में अश्विन ने 10 मैच खेले हैं. He's taken 39 wickets at a very high average of 41. There's the difference. Lyon coming to Ashwin's country has much better stats than Ashwin has going to Australia. But of course, the pitches are very different. We have predominantly spin friendly conditions here, whereas in Australia it's very tough for Ashwin to go there every 3-4 years. ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं. In New Zealand, Nathan Lyon has taken 20 wickets in just 3 test matches. In New Zealand, Ashwin has played only 1 test match and he's taken only 3 wickets. In South Africa, a country where it's tough for spinners, but there is bounce and purchase, नेथन लायन ने 9 टेस्ट मैचेस में 28 विकेट लिए हैं तकरीबन 40 की औसत से. वही साउथ अफ्रीका में अश्विन ने 7 टेस्ट मैच खेले हैं, मात्र 11 विकेट लिए हैं, तकरीबन 50 की औसत से. In Sri Lanka, where Nathan Lyon made his test debut and got the wicket of Kumar Sangakkara with his first ball in test cricket, नेथन लायन ने 8 टेस्ट मैचेस में 35 विकेट लिए हैं 32 की औसत से। श्रीलंका में अश्विन ने क्या किया है? 38 विकेट्स, 38 विकेट केवल छह टेस्ट मैच में 21 की औसत से। और फाइनली वेस्ट इंडीज में द लास्ट कंट्री where they both played test matches. Remember, Ashwin not played in Pakistan. Lion has Nathan Lyon 21 wickets at 23.38 from 5 test matches in the West Indies. और वेस्ट इंडीज में अश्विन ने 6 टेस्ट मैचेस में 32 विकेट लिए हैं 19.34 की average से। So there you go. Where you feel, whether you agree on me about Nathan Lyon and Ashwin, कोई बात नहीं, आप अपनी राय शेयर करिए। My point is, despite taking 507 wickets, only the second Indian bowler to get to 500 wickets. Sometimes India overlook these achievements, these statistics, Ashwin's tactical acumen, and they bench him for overseas test matches. Of course, this is because Ravindra Jadeja offers far more with the bat. हम बहुत शोज कर चुके हैं जहां पे मेरे हिसाब से इंडिया रविंद्र जडेजा को ठीक तरह से समझ नहीं पाई है, and this unfortunately means that Ashwin sits out. But overall, many people still feel that Ashwin only gets wickets on square turners, which, like I said, is an absolute lie. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। आपको क्या लगता है? चलिए, let's take some questions. Shanawaz Haider कह रहे हैं, Jay bhai, I think Ashwin didn't get enough appreciation which he deserves. Same here. From my point of view, he's a goat and difficult to find a similar bowler in future. बिल्कुल, बहुत बार कह चुका हूं, मैंने एक शो भी किया था कि अश्विन वो आखिरी व्यक्ति हैं जो टेस्ट क्रिकेट के मैदान पर 500 विकेट लेंगे। अश्विन के बाद मैंने पूरा डेडिकेटेड शो किया कुछ महीने पहले, आप देख सकते हैं। अश्विन के बाद 500 विकेट कोई नहीं लेगा टेस्ट क्रिकेट में। Manish is saying Ashwin made his place in the team when Harbhajan Singh was still playing good. That speaks volumes about him. Fair enough. थोड़े down थे Harbhajan, but yes, I get your point. I wanted him to be test captain after the Kohli debacle, but BCI likes one who wags tail. Interesting point. Yes. Manish is also saying, as a T20 cricket nation, our current fan base doesn't appreciate him much. That's unfortunate but truth. बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सही बात कह रहे हो आप। Kumar Kanishk is saying, no wonder we don't appreciate our bowlers and their superb achievement as only make our batters superstar. That's why we still have poor bowling that compared to our batting. That is also a true observation. It's one crucial part of the overall scenario. To my POV, he was a deserving test captain, says Kumar Kanishk, but as we know, he's not a batsman or a media superstar. So, yes. Also, like he said, he thinks he pissed off some people by being too into cricket, too intelligent. But who knows whether that statement is true or not. Ashwin should have been test captain post Virat Kohli. His overseas record and him not being a better batter went against him. That's also an apt observation, yes. Amandeep saying no, because in almost every overseas test, he's sidelined by the team management, and we saw what happened. Bilkul, yahi baat humne kiya aaj. Sadly, he was not. Very, very sad. Sportsman is back. Welcome back. Ashwin has so many weapons and artillery. Loved the way how Ashwin set up Smith in BGT 21. Oh, yes. Hardly got wickets, but he was getting the big wicket whenever he bowled. Kumar saying, Jim, we should not compare Kumble to Ashwin. Yes, as both played in different era when cricket dynamics were different. Kumble is the greatest bowler of the era and Ashwin of the race time. बिल्कुल सही बात है, बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो आप. But again, because so many people say, नहीं, he'll never come close to Kumble, I wanted to put forth some stats. So that was the only point of my discussion. I still feel, from what I've seen, from 1993 to 2008, Kumble, amazing. Ashwin, a red ball goat, but Test cricket not being COVID kids' favorite sport makes him undervalue as they judge everyone on T20. Ashwin could have been a great Test captain, just like people said that Shane Warne could have been a great Test captain. We'll never know. By the way, Ash and Lyon, who you rate higher? Oh, I've already discussed that. For me, it's Lyon by a whisker. Ashwin and Nathan Lyon have revived finger spinning. Yes, both are all-time great. Absolutely all-time great. Lyon wants to play till 2027. That's amazing. Shikhar Bhai कह रहे हैं जय भाई ऐश अन्ना WTC फाइनल खेलते तो तुल्ला हेड इतना ना मारता खा जाता हेड। हाँ हाँ बिल्कुल सही बात है, बहुत बहुत बार हमने डिस्कस किया, बहुत बड़ी गलती और नाइंसाफी हुई अश्विन के साथ WTC फाइनल में। जेमी, यही तो प्रॉब्लम है इंडिया के, अश्विन को जहां WTC फाइनल नहीं प्ले किया पर T20। oh yes बिल्कुल, we discussed he had no business being recalled to the 2022 World Cup T20 squad or the one day squad last year. Shocking decision making by the selectors and team management. Kiran is back after a long time. Welcome back, Dai. How are you? Ashwin at home has been exceptional. He's already a legend. He is definitely. I wouldn't put it on Nathan Lyon level though, because he hasn't won India any match in Saint. That's also a point. We discussed all the stats here. Still biggest match winner of last decade. Yes, the stats do say that. He is one of the best around the world, says Ravindran Jayaraman. Absolutely, he's definitely an all-time great. Anil Bai was a medium pacer and guys of leg spinner. Pace bahut tha, but he was a spinner. Ashwin doesn't play overseas tests because of Jaddu. Yes, we've discussed that. I would say Ashwin has been number one match winner of all time. I only recall two, three matches he hasn't performed in the last decade. Also very true. Yes, will Ashwin be last spinner to claim 500 wickets? Bilkul, already keh chuka hu ye, bilkul. Nathan Lyon is miles ahead of Ashwin because he can take wickets in any conditions. Yes, we've discussed the stats. That's why he has the edge for me. Anil Kumble will always be number one match winner. Same here, my friend Vindan. Same here. Never compare pairs from one generation to another. Bilkul, it's sometimes an inaccurate portrayal, but looking at stats and comparing stats does often tell you the story. What do you prefer? Never lose a test series or win two World Cups in every 10 years? Two World Cups in every 10 years. Hats down, nothing else I would want to see. Ashwin is one of the best. Yes, Pawan, he is. Think Ashwin has best record against left-handers among all great spinners. Yes, that's true. He does. He does. Rinku had joined the team in Dharamsala ahead of the fifth test match. Will he make his debut? No, not one day before the test. No chance. But Ashwin is going to play his 100 test match with more than 500 wickets. And here you are busy proving Nathan Lyon is better than Ashwin. And Brits are hyping Bears to 100 tests with 300 odd average typical fan. No, I'm not trying to hype anyone. I'm just saying that Ashwin, my favorite bowler of this generation, I'm putting the stats. I believe Ashwin के साथ fans, analysts और खासकर टीम मैनेजमेंट ने ज्यादा की इनके साथ. I'm saying when Nathan Lyon has better stats across overall conditions and Ashwin does not, what are the reason? It's because he's not being given the chance to play. Nathan Lyon plays every single test match. He's played 128 test matches. Nathan Lyon is never dropped. He's never benched. They play him. India, unfortunately, never play Ashwin in England. It's six test match in a row. They've not played Ashwin. They rarely play him in Australia. They've often gone for somebody else. He has played 6, 7 test matches there. But the point is, Ashwin has not had a chance to improve his numbers like Nathan Lyon has because so often the team management has made the mistake of not playing him. That's the point behind comparing Nathan Lyon and Ashwin. Ashwin को वो मौका ही नहीं मिला Lyon जैसे stats. Overall, look at the stats. Yes, Nathan Lyon has 20 more wickets, but it's taken him 29 more test matches to do that. Ashwin has got 507 test wickets in just 99 test matches. So that way, Ashwin is a far superior bowler with even better stats than Nathan Lyon. I think next decade in Indian cricket will be like Aya Ram, Gaya Ram after these superstars. Not just next decade, my friend. Already शुरू हो चुका है वो. जब से रोहित शर्मा और राहुल द्रविड़ एक जोड़ी बन चुकी हैं और विराट कोहली को मजबूरन टेस्ट कैप्टनसी छोड़ना पड़ा, the decline has started. Yes, it's only going to get worse over the next decade, but it's not been very good over the last 2 years, has it? Umesh's spell in Dharamshala was one for the ages. Oh, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. कुलदीप के 4 विकेट और फिर जो उमेश ने bowling करी in that vital 4 test match. Brilliant. So should India take Khalil Ahmed to uh Khalil Ahmed? That's the name I've not. Khalil Ahmed, is he doing anything in Test cricket? In 4-day cricket? Khalil Ahmed, यार बहुत समय बाद मैंने IPL के बाहर इनका नाम सुना. Let's see what Khalil Ahmed's been doing these days. Against Jharkhand, he got 3 wickets for 90 runs. Against Vidarbha, no, man, he just doesn't have the stats, unfortunately. So, no, I don't think it'll be Khalil Ahmed, but that's an interesting name you've picked. I wonder what the thinking was. No, Khalil Ahmed has totally fallen off the radar. J by English conditions misjudge इतना कैसे करते Indian captains MS VK Rohit? पता नहीं दोस्त, इस सवाल इस इशू को मैं बहुत टाइम से डिस्कस कर चुका हूं, एनालाइज कर चुका हूं, मेरी समझ से बाहर है. आई कीप सेइंग एंड अगेन, आप में से बहुत व्यूअर्स ये बात सुन के थोड़े निराश हो जाते हैं. मुझे बायलैटरल सीरीज से ज्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ता. इट्स ग्रेट फॉर पर्सनल अचीवमेंट्स, इट्स ग्रेट टू मूव अप द रैंकिंग्स. लेकिन जब आप वनडे वर्ल्ड कप में फाइनल में, जब आप लगातार 2 WTC फाइनल में कंडीशंस को नहीं पढ़ पाते हो, आप ऊपर देखते हो, नीचे देखते हो, दाएं देखते हो, बाएं देखते हो, गलत टीम चुनते हो, गलत सिलेक्शन करते हो, गलत डिसीजन लेते हो, तो कौन याद करता है? डज एनीवन ऑनेस्टली रिमेंबर नंबर 2? मेरी समझ से बाहर है कि रवि शास्त्री, विराट कोहली जैसे दिमाग ने, द्रविड़ रोहित जैसे दिमाग ने लगातार 2 WTC फाइनल में गलत टीम चुना. सो आई डोंट नो इन लोग को क्या होता है. राहुल द्रविड़ इतने महान प्लेयर थे, इंग्लैंड में इतनी सफलता उन्होंने प्राप्त करी, काउंटी वहां पे खेल चुके हैं, कप्तान थे जब इंडिया ने 2007 में इंग्लैंड जाके एक टेस्ट सीरीज सीरीज जीता, तो पता नहीं क्या वहां पे हो जाता है इन लोग को कि वो कंडीशंस नहीं पढ़ पाते। मैंने बहुत लोग से बात भी किया है, नो वन एक्चुअली रियली नोज। Nihar is saying, once dropped from team and making comeback and taking his spot playing Ranjit and other tournaments was truly commendable. Yes, Ashwin is one of those few players who goes and plays domestic and the TNPL every chance he gets. SS Knight saying Ashwin should be included in A plus contract. We had this discussion. I think A plus is for the players who play all formats. So um, I think Ashwin will be very happy with what he has. Ashwin never shy of putting his opinion, whether it's on Twitter or YouTube channel during his playing days, makes him much more special than others. Yes, that's a good point. It probably also pisses people off, but Ashwin doesn't care. Ashwin is an all-time great. There have been blunders in the past decade from MS batting in overcast conditions. VK, yes, yes, enough blunders to do a book, my friend. Ravichandran saying, I don't think Ashwin is the greatest bowler because I haven't seen Ashwin when he taken a 5 wicket haul in Sena. Yes, we've already discussed the fact that in Sena countries, his record is not as good as others. But look at the stats. He's still India's greatest match winner. Jadeja don't deserve to be played ahead of Ashwin overseas. I will disagree. Jadeja, the batsman, post 2018, यानी कि 6 साल से जो परिवर्तन रविंद्र जडेजा ने खुद की मेहनत से करी अपनी बैटिंग पे, that has made him undroppable. Unfortunately, अश्विन और जडेजा के बैटिंग में जमीन आसमान का फर्क है। आप स्टैट्स देखिए, अश्विन ने शुरुआत जडेजा से अच्छी करी, but it's been so many years since Ashwin started to give you those big scores. Ravindra Jadeja, every third or fourth innings is getting you a big score. So as a batsman, रविंद्र जडेजा सबको पता है वो बहुत बहुत आगे हैं। वो एक बैट्समैन है जो बॉलिंग करते हैं, अश्विन है एक बॉलर जो बैटिंग करते हैं। अनफॉर्चुनेटली ओवरसीज कंडीशन में सेना कंट्रीज में वो कॉम्बिनेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बन जाता है। द रीजन दैट अश्विन डजंट प्ले सो मच ओवरसीज इज बिकॉज रविंद्र, एक तो बॉल घूमती नहीं है बाहर, ऊपर से रविंद्र जडेजा ने जो 18 के बाद जो बैटिंग में बदलाव किया, इट मेक्स हिम अनड्रॉपेबल। सो यहाँ पे मनीष मैं डिसएग्री करूंगा। मैं तो फिर भी अश्विन को हर overseas test match में खिलाता। This is a man with over 500 test wickets. He should forget the conditions, forget his Sena country. He should be playing every single overseas test match, no matter what happens. But his batting is not good, and team managements, the past and the current, always value the batting of Ravindra Jadeja more. सही गलत? We can go on forever. उज्जवल कह रहे हैं, I strongly feel double WTC isn't a fair tournament. आपको क्या लगता है? नहीं, बहुत फेयर है। क्यों, आपको क्यों लगता है ऐसा? प्लीज शेयर योर व्यूज। आई थिंक इट्स टोटली फेयर। यू प्ले होम एंड अवे, यू आर गिवन पॉइंट्स, यू विन पॉइंट्स हियर, यू विन पॉइंट्स हियर, यू गेट टू द फाइनल, यू विन वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल, आप हार गए, डब्ल्यूटीसी फाइनल आप हार गए, आगे बढ़ो। इट्स वेरी फेयर। India in the same spot where Sri Lanka were in 2000, reaching finals of every IC tournament, but failed to win trophies. I think India was also in that same boat. मुझे याद है 99 और 2001 के बीच इंडिया कुछ 18-19 फाइनल तक पहुंची, एक दो जीती। तो इंडिया वर इन द सेम बोट एज श्रीलंका इन 2000। Shreyansh keh rahe, even New Zealand cannot read pitch against Australia in their own home. Wellington is a very strange one. It's common misconception है कि वेलिंगटन सीम फ्रेंडली विकेट है। पिछले 10-12 साल से कोई भी टेस्ट मैच उठा लो, वो सीमिंग कंडीशंस ज्यादातर पहले दिन में होते हैं, वो भी पहले 2 सेशन में। द लॉन्गर द टेस्ट मैच गोज ऑन ओवर द लास्ट 10-12 years at the Basin Reserve, the batting becomes easier. This was that rare test match जहां पे बैटिंग थोड़ा मुश्किल रहा, but you also have very good bowling from the Australians. So if New Zealand, who have the best home record in these times, if they misread one match, not a big deal. हमारे कप्तान तो often करते हैं ये। Along with the GOAT spinner, Ashwin is also a really underrated batsman. No, I'll have to disagree here. I think he's underperformed. Anyone who has 5 test centuries should be a much better all-rounder. But the runs, yes, he's got, like I said, he's got 250s in his last, I think, 8 test matches. But Ashwin's batting has really fallen away in the last 5 years. So I would say not underrated. He's underwhelmed. I would have to disagree with you, my friend. Pranav Shukla. Warren and Murli has 40 and 50 plus average in India. A fifer isn't the right yardstick to define greatness. We're not looking at fifers. We're looking at stats, average and strike rate. Ashwin has 4 wicket hauls. Bilkul. No one on this live stream has said if 5 wicket hauls matter more. We're looking at average and strike rate. These two factors or what separate the good from the very good. J. Ash Anna is a big player in the last series. I remember he was our biggest match winner. Never forget he drew a match with the polar spine. Bilkul, bilkul. Who will, like I said, he didn't get big wickets, but both in 18 and more so in 2021 series, he was getting big wickets. Smith, Labuschagne, and then of course he batted almost a whole day with Vihari. फिर भी इस बंदे को टीम हमेशा बाहर करती है विदेशी टेस्ट मैच में. If Kuldeep plays next 6-7 years consistent test cricket, then he can take 500 wickets. Nope. Utterly impossible, my friend. Utterly impossible because he will not play 6-7 years. He's already 30 and he plays three formats. There's no chance. How many wickets has Kuldeep Yadav had? What has led our regular viewer Ravi Shankar to make this really funny statement? Okay, Kuldeep has played 11 test matches. Ravi Shankar, you're saying that in 6 years he's going to get 454 wickets. I don't know what you're drinking, my friend, this morning, but I would love whatever you're drinking. Sometimes Ravi Shankar makes me laugh, but he's a good, he loves cricket. Good guy. Is Akshar and Kuldeep next combo in test? No. While performing so good in test, Ashwin surviving and succeeding in T20 era speaks of his great skill itself, while his contemporary line only stuck to tests. Um, didn't stick to it, just wasn't given a chance. I'm sure Lyon would have loved to play all three formats. So let's not be in any illusion here. Nathan Lyon was just not good enough. He was dropped from the white ball formats. Harbhajan didn't get that type of track what Ashwin get. Like I said, in 13 years of playing at home, Ashwin has gotten two or three ranked turners. Harbhajan Singh didn't get them. I still think Ashwin is a far superior bowler than Harbhajan. Will Dharamshala be a slow turner? My friend, it's been raining and snowing there, so it's not going to be. We've discussed this in the last three shows. It's going to be overcast. We're going to get a washout on day one, most likely. We might not get a full test match, which says Kuldeep Yadav will sit out. Because, like I mentioned in yesterday's live stream, a wrist spinner will lose control when the conditions are wet and sticky. So it'll be three pacers. This is what I'm hearing. And it'll be Kuldeep which will go out. So unfortunate, but there's so much rain, there's so much dampness over there. It'll be three pacers. Dubai, Abu Dhabi should be the neutral venue for WTC finals. I don't know. Nobody comes to watch cricket in Abu Dhabi, Dubai. Definitely no test cricket. You have empty stadiums. It's hot. June, July, Abu Dhabi is unbearable for cricket. And then you have tracks which are pretty much dead. The ball doesn't do much. There's nothing for the pacers. Disaster to have it in places like Dubai, Abu Dhabi, if you ask me. So I don't think like Ashwin, we cannot get player like him. Like Virat, he deserves one trophy of WCC. I agree. I agree. It's unfair on him. Ashwin has good record in bat in Australia. Yes, he does. WCC final conditions are not favorable to India and move more towards Sena, so it helps them. Just saying. Look at the Oval 7, 8 months ago. The Oval track was a very good track. India just picked the wrong team. Nothing to do with that. हाँ 2021 में जब बहुत बारिश हुई थी वो एक बिल्कुल सीम फ्रेंडली ट्रैक था लेकिन आप शायद भूल गए उज्जवल मौर्य कि पहला जो WTC फाइनल हुआ था इंडिया वर्सेस न्यूजीलैंड न्यूजीलैंड ने क्या किया न्यूजीलैंड वहां पे 10 दिन तक थी देख रही थी मौसम को इंडिया भी वहां पे 7-8 दिन के लिए किया था न्यूजीलैंड ने क्या किया था अपने स्पिनर ड्रॉप करके पांच सीमिंग ऑप्शन पांच सीम बॉलर खिलाए इंडिया ने दो स्पिनर खिलाए उस विकेट पर जहां पे 3 दिन से बारिश पड़ रही थी तो दिमाग तो लगाना पड़ता ना वो कंडीशंस इंडिया के लिए फेवरेबल हो सकती थी यदि वो प्रॉपर अटैक चुनते उन्होंने नहीं किया नहीं जीत पाए टैक्टिक्स मोर देन रेपुटेशन सर हाउ वाज एक्सपीरियंस विद आशीष शुक्ला एंड हर्ष छाया मुझे बहुत बहुत मजा आया दोनों सीजन्स और अभी आ रहा है सीजन 3 अगले महीने मैंने सुना है अश्विन इज ग्रेट टीम मैन फॉर विनिंग ही कैन डू एनीथिंग एंड नो प्लेयर रिप्लेस हिम बिल्कुल सही हेलो मोजो जोजो so do you think Shubman Gill has fun for the show? Of course, we've discussed this many shows. No other bowler comes with a mindset of 500 career. That's a trait of a bygone era. Bilkul, long gone. Nathan Lyon replaced Adam Zampa in 2019 World Cup. Exactly. It's been 5 years. He's not played. No? पिछले 5 साल में कहाँ खेले वो? He was dropped. All good off spinner or spinner from Asian origin. Only Graham Swan as a good non-Asian spinner. In my time, yes, Graham Swan was the best non-Asian off spinner I've seen. बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो आप. India 11 versus England. Rohit, Jaiswal, Gill, Patidar, Safara, Jurel, Jadeja, Ashwin, Akashdeep, Bumrah, Siraj. Rohit, Jaiswal, yes, Gill. You're playing Patidar? Okay, fair enough. Safara, Jurel. Yeah, looks like my ideal 11 too. I mentioned Dubai because Sena teams have edge in London. No, Sena teams will have not in London. Sena teams will have edge in Headingley, in Birmingham. London has two grounds, Oval and Lords. They're both batting friendly tracks. Unless it rains for 10 days, London has one of the best options. एक तो जून जुलाई के महीने में आपको सिर्फ ऐसा देश मिलेगा इंग्लैंड जहां पे अच्छे ग्राउंड्स हो, जहां पे ड्रेनेज अच्छा हो. लंदन हैज नेवर गिवन any Sena team any massive advantage. In 1998, Muthaiya Muralidharan went there and took 17 wickets in one test match. 17 wickets. तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है भाई. Not in London. Headingley, yes. Uh, Birmingham now and then, yes. Durham, Chester Street, yes. Not in London. How do India plan better for WGC finals? I do not have an answer because I think even the best rocket science, the best economists, the best geniuses in the world, अगर वो क्रिकेट में रुचि रखते हैं, वो इस सवाल का जवाब नहीं दे पाएंगे क्योंकि ये हम 11.5 साल से देख रहे हैं. Soon you hear ये लोगों ने जिताया क्या है? This will be their legacy. Sad to see. Let's hope not, my friend. Let's hope not. Ashwin podcast, Harsha Bogle is very good. Cannot be missed. I will definitely check it out. WTC final should be rotated. Would be a great thing. Final at MCG and later Wankhede. Uh, it would be because these are grounds which offer Adelaide not so much. I would rather see MCG or Wankhede. Apart from Swan, Ashley Giles. Ashley Giles was a left arm spinner, not an off spinner. Very, very average. Fiesta videos. Thank you, my friend, for the super chat. Love to you. Jamie, what about Ashwin's spell in Australia tour? He took 12 wickets in 3 matches. Yes, we've discussed this. He didn't run through the attack. He didn't take massive wickets, but he was getting big wickets. And then the way he batted. Absolutely. Still, what you've put up, my friend, Fiesta videos. By the way, what's your real name? Let me know. Without a super chat. No need for it. Thank you very much. Ashwin takes 12 wickets in 3 matches to the outside, to the common man. अरे कुछ नहीं लिया, 4 विकेट हॉल नहीं लिया, 5 विकेट हॉल नहीं लिया. लेकिन भैया फिर भी बंदे ने इंपॉर्टेंट विकेट लिया, फिर भी आप उन्हें बाहर के टेस्ट मैचेस बहुत कम देते हो. इसलिए मैंने कहा नाइंसाफी होती है अश्विन के साथ. We should play England in summer next time they tour, so they have to fight heat and humidity. I mean, India does not play test matches, Ujwal. When was the last time India played a test match in the month of May, June, July? Please tell me. होता नहीं है भाई. हम खुद नहीं खेलते, इंग्लैंड वाले क्यों खेलेंगे यहाँ आके? लॉजिक लगाओ भाई उज्जवल कमेंट पे. India should look to groom next generation of off spinner under Ashwin. They should. They should. Will they? Nope. Sir, Dev can get chance to play last test, but the report coming in that RJT can get chance. Yes, we did a whole show on this. Sports Focus, then you can go and check out my views on that. I think Jadeja is very underrated. I do too. Absolutely, I do. Common man doesn't understand the value of Ravindra Jadeja. RP saying, Jamie, love analysis. Thank you, RP. Love you. It's for such comments like this that I come and do these live streams. Love you. Kudos to MSD for bringing Ashwin in test. बिल्कुल सही बात कह रहे हो. बिल्कुल सही बात कह रहे हो. Jay bhai, overseas India pace attack is just too good for Ash to run through. Overseas India pace attack. It has been very, very good, but आजकल तो नहीं होता. तो फिर भी जो भी है, we can go on. But the fact is undeniable कि for Jadeja's batting value in overseas test matches and India's reliance on pacers, Ashwin has not got a chance to play overseas. But it is what it is. He's spoken about it publicly, and I still believe he should have got a chance to add. He should have got 100 test matches a couple years ago. But इतने सारे बाहर विदेशी मैचेस में उनको ये टीम और पुरानी टीम मैनेजमेंट बाहर किया करती थी. बाय द वे, इस हफ्ते एक नहीं 4 क्रिकेटर्स अपना 100 टेस्ट मैच खेलेंगे. बताइए दूसरा 3 कौन है? Quickly. Who are the other 3 test match players who will be getting their 100 test match in the next 2 days? बताइए. All the best to Ash for 100 tests. Yes, Manish, all the best from you, me, all of us who value the achievements and performances of the great Ravichandran Ashwin. Quickly answer the last question, and then I'm going to end this stream. Do you think Ashwin could have done better with the bat? Absolutely, he could have. Absolutely. We discussed this. Yes, Kane Williamson is one of them. बताइए और कौन है? Nope, it's not Steve Smith. Steve Smith already played. बताइए. Yes, Bairstow. One more player will play his 100 test match this week. Ashwin, Bairstow in the same match. Kane Williamson and one more player will be playing his 100 test match in the same match. Punjab, the lad, Bairstow. That's one of them. Who's the 4th one? Yes, Avishankar, Tim Saudi. This week, 4 players will play their 100 test match. I'm thinking इस पे एक शो करते हैं. मैं कह चुका हूं साल की शुरुआत में मैंने कहा था कि अगले 10,000 रन टेस्ट बैट्समैन कौन होंगे? आप लोग शायद भूल गए होंगे. Go check it out. And a few weeks ago, a month ago, I said Ashwin will be the last bowler to take 500 test wickets. Right now, Ashwin, Saudi, Bairstow, and Kane Williamson will be playing their 100 test matches in the same week. I think we're not far from that day when we can all say कि कोई भी इंसान जो आज 2024 में अपना टेस्ट डेब्यू करेगा वो कभी 100 टेस्ट मैच तक नहीं खेल पाएगा because test cricket will be decreased. Only three countries are playing it consistently. Only three countries have money in test cricket. Test cricket is definitely in doubt. It will still last a long time, but the number of T20 leagues popping up, the number of players choosing to play T20 cricket, I don't think any player जो अभी चलो इस साल की बात नहीं है, यदि किसी प्लेयर ने 2022 में अपना डेब्यू किया, मुझे लगता नहीं है कि उस खिलाड़ी के पास इतने मौके होंगे 100 टेस्ट मैचेस खेलने के लिए. Who's ever gotten to 100 टेस्ट विकेट्स? टिम साउदी 2008 डेब्यू, अश्विन 2011 डेब्यू, यानी कि 15-16 साल, 12-13 साल, विलियमसन 2010 और चौथा कौन है? बेयरस्टो अगेन 2010. You need to play minimum 12 years to get to 100 टेस्ट मैचेस. कौन है ऐसा खिलाड़ी जो आज के दिन डेब्यू करके 12 साल टेस्ट खेल पाएगा? Rabada can achieve 500 wickets. No, we discussed this earlier. I'm going to bring it up. I put out the stats a couple shows ago. Kagiso Rabada is currently almost 29 years old. He's played 62 test matches. He's on 291. Given his age, my friend, given that he's a fast bowler who often has injury issues, given the fact he plays three formats, he's a big name, he plays a lot of T20 leagues, it is impossible that Kagiso Rabada goes from 291 to 500. Impossible. Had he been like James Anderson or Nathan Lyon, who just played Test cricket, I would say a tough shot. Rabada plays three formats and he plays so many T20 leagues. Impossible that Rabada will ever get anywhere near. He'll be lucky to get to 400, 420 Test wickets. नहीं होगा भाई, नहीं होगा. England play a lot of Test cricket. Yes, England, Australia, and India, like I just said, play the most amount of Test cricket. Jaiswal will play 100 Tests. Jaiswal is one player. Again, अभी तक तो वो 23 साल के हैं, 12 साल आराम से खेल सकते हैं. But my fear is that once they put him in the one day team, which is coming soon, will he be able to sustain three formats? I wish him well. He's my favorite young batsman right now. He should logically get there, but जैसे ये टीम वो दिन दूर नहीं है, ये बंदे को ये वन डे खिलाएंगे, बेचारा थक जाएगा यार, इतना साल नाजुक बच्चा यार वो. But I really love Jaiswal. Gill might play 100 tests. Yes, Gill was the man who last year I did a show on saying he looks like the next player who can get to 10,000 test runs, and then his form out the window. So who knows? I think Australian bowlers will achieve it. You're saying 500 test wickets? Let's look at the stats. A couple months ago, I put up the stats for us for Australia, and the age and the fact that they also play so many white ball matches. हो नहीं पाएगा, but just for the sake of debate, let's look at Australia's overall test figures. Let's start with Stark. Stark is 33, 34, 354 wickets. यानी कि उनको अगले 3 साल में 150 विकेट लेने पड़ेंगे. He's playing the IPL now. He's playing three formats. मेरे हिसाब से नामुमकिन. Whereas Hazelwood? Hazelwood is 69 test matches, 260. वो बहुत दूर है. Hazelwood भी शायद मुश्किल से 400 तक पहुंचेंगे. Pat Cummins 264. The closest right now to 400 wickets is Team Saudi, but this is probably his last test series. Mitchell Stark is next with 354, but 354 is still 146 test wickets away from a guy who plays one days, T20s, and now the IPL. मेरे हिसाब से नहीं हो पाएगा भाई, नहीं हो पाएगा. Condition that Dharamsala will favor England more than India. Definitely, we discussed it yesterday. जिस इंसान ने 5वां टेस्ट मैच मार्च के पहले हफ्ते में विंटर के सीजन में इस मैच को धर्मशाला में रखा गया, भाई उस आदमी को मेरा सलाम, उसकी नौकरी ले लो भाई. 400 will be the new 500 in tests. I agree, 400 will be the new 500 in tests. चल दोस्तों, gotta go, 45 minutes on the clock, got things to do. Love you all. मैं आपसे कल मिलूंगा. We'll do a live, and then day after is the test match, the 5th and final test match as the test season ends before we head into the IPL. Have a great Tuesday. Love you all. जय हिंद।